mutant strain. Mask up. Sydney back on high alert. A new COVID-19 variant that's circulated undetected in Sydney mysteriously spread via a quarantine hotel, forcing the state government to reintroduce mandatory masks and caps on household gatherings. New South Wales reported an additional local case yesterday. The wife of an eastern suburbs man aged in his 50s who tested positive a day earlier, prompting venue alerts in the city's east, northern beaches and the west. And there's a photo there of cars queuing for tests at Bondi Beach today. Now, of course, Lisa, this comes off the back of WA Premier Mark McGowan indicating that people in New South Wales would be subjected to the mandatory 2 weeks hotel quarantine. If they come into WA, you would find that Queensland bureaucrats, in particular Chief Health Officer Jeanette Young, would be quite nervous right now, looking at tomorrow's results very, very closely, and the same with Victoria. This is another test for New South Wales, but I've got to say, I've said it once and I'll say it again. No overreaction from Gladys Berejiklian today. Trusting the contact tracing and not shutting down New South Wales for the sake of, trying to get this thing under control.
Absolutely. And Gladys Berejiklian, we've said it now for 14, 15 months, Gleeson. She is the gold standard when it comes to managing COVID in this country. And her message today was, please, we have to take some precautions, but it is business as usual. Now, what's really upsetting about the timing with this one is you do have Mother's Day on Sunday. So it is going to disrupt a lot of people's plans. They're limiting the number of people in homes to 20. If you can keep numbers underneath that, I think, at least you can get in there and say hello to mum on Mother's Day, which is one good thing. She's encouraging people to go to restaurants safely. But the part of this that I don't understand is you must stand up if you're drinking, or the no dancing part. This is one of those mythical rules that have just rolled out every time that just leaves you scratching your head. But look, I like today that she didn't miss Queensland, she didn't miss WA, and she made the point that had this one case been here in Queensland or in WA or potentially in Victoria, we could potentially be sitting here tonight in lockdown, because how quickly do they shut the borders in all of those states? And I heard you talking about this earlier tonight on Crellin as well, and that's exactly what normally happens here in Queensland, WA, Victoria. So good on Gladys, because she's trying to keep it is business as usual as much as possible. But she has faith in her contact tracing system, and the good thing is that they've got this hunt underway to work out how did it go from someone who was in quarantine to the 50-odd-year-old man who contracted it and then passed it on to his wife. But this poor fellow was out. He did the right thing. He checked in. He's used his check-in in every venue he went to, while he appeared to be on a hunt for a barbecue and then off to buy meat. So we know where he went, which helps the contact tracers. But Gladys has faith in that system. I'm not so sure that the rest of the states do. And in WA, for example, the report is that up to 30% of their security staff in quarantine hotels are still not vaccinated. No wonder we're seeing borders closing.